Why men don't provide for every woman. That is because every woman just does not know how to activate his masculine energy. In this live, I'm going to show you how to do that. We're also going to talk about one of the biggest blocks that women have from receiving from men. And also, I'm going to show you I'm going to tell you when it is an appropriate time to start asking for financial support from men. All right, so that's what we're going to get into today. My name is Dee-Dee Harris, and I am a sacred feminine frequency coach, and I guide women into a life where they are universally compensated. No job, no hustle. You get paid by your frequency. So basically what I do is I help women to release survival patterns where they can start leaning into their feminine essence, where life becomes easier. They start living in flow, start living in alignment, have better relationships, start receiving more, just start living off her frequency. Anything she wants, she gets, and divine provision becomes her new normal without struggle, hustle, or chasing anything in life. All right, so that's what I do. So let's go ahead and get into the topic. One of the biggest blocks that women have with receiving is that, because I talked to a few women and they don't want to seem like a gold digger, and they don't want men to think that they want them for money. All right. So that thought process comes from an inner wound that you have. All right. And ladies, we have to give men more credit. Men know when they're being used. All right. Healthy provider energy men is not going to provide for a woman who's like that. You're not like that. You're genuine, you're beautiful, you're kind-hearted, and they can sense that. All right. You are a woman that is worthy of being taken care of fully to receiving. All right. Okay. To be provided for. That's what they look at you for. So men are not, in healthy provider energy, men are not looking at you like, oh, does she want me for my money? Is she a gold digger? Healthy provider energy men are looking at you to see where they can be useful in your life. Point blank, period. That's it. So if you're thinking, I don't want him to think I want him for his money, you have a fear of being judged, you have a fear of being misled, you have an inner wound that needs healing, you don't feel safe to receive, you don't, so that's something you're going to have to heal. All right, because healthy provider masculine men, they're not thinking that. And if you're not open to receiving, and if you don't allow him to rise into his masculine energy and provide for you and to help you make your life easier and to help you financially, because you're thinking like, well, you want to be the good girl, that's actually going to do more damage than it is bringing him closer to you. He's going to be repelled by you. Okay? No matter how good a girl you are, no matter how much you're thinking of his feelings, no. All right? Men want to be useful in your life. They want to serve you. Healthy provider energy men want to serve you, but you have to be the woman that's open and receptive, that's going to allow him to step up to his masculine energy. And if you're not her, then he's going to find the woman that is. All right. So why do some women, why don't men provide for every woman? That's why. Because healthy provider energy men don't provide for every woman. Why? Because majority of the women don't know how to receive. If you don't know how to be open and receptive, if you don't know how to go to this man with your problems, if you don't know how to call him and talk to him and tell him what it is that you need, he's going to be looking around like, well, dang, if she don't need nothing, she don't want nothing, why am I here? That's what he's thinking. So see how so distorted we are? So the prior relationships that you've had only emanates from your woundedness. You've only attracted relationships that mirrors or that agrees with what your wounded is. That's That's the wounded part of you talking. That's the unhealed part of you talking. All right? Okay? That's the irregulated nervous system. Dysregulated, I'm sorry. That's the dysregulated nervous system talking. The one who was never taught how to receive talking. Because healthy provider energy men aren't thinking like that. I promise they're not thinking like that. They're thinking the total opposite. They're thinking how. Another thing, ladies, is when you're dating, when you're courting, men understand that that's expensive. Dating is expensive. Men understand that money is a priority in a relationship. So if you're coming in and trying to save him from doing what he's supposed to do, he's not going to do anything but categorize you where he's not going to value you. He's not going to see you as value, because dating is expensive. All right. He's just going to look at you and be like, well, she just saved me from $200-$300 every week. Right. While every other woman, because he's dating other women, every other woman, he understands that he got to come out his pocket. Men have to damn near budget to date. Dating is expensive. So why are you going to limit yourself? That's going to do you more harm than good, because he's only going to choose a woman that gives him the chase, or he's only going to choose a woman that triggers his masculine energy. You saying you want to be different. You don't want to show him that you want him for money. That does nothing for his masculine energy. That doesn't rises him up to his provider energy. Okay? It does nothing for you. And that's just going to make you more of the bottom totem pole, okay? So he can save more for the woman that he really likes. Okay? So understand this. No one is telling you in the beginning to ask for money. Oh, I don't want him to think that I just want them for money. No one's asking you to ask them for money in the beginning. Okay? Not if you don't feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable with doing it, nobody's telling you to do it. But you do want to get courted. It's a part of the process. How are you going to get to know him? How is he going to prove himself to you? He has to show up. He has to somehow show up for you somehow. How are you going to know who he is? And like, you see how that sounds? So it's a part of the process. All right? So where your mindset, your being needs to be at is that I am worthy to be fully taken care of. That's what you need to be thinking. You're too much thinking about what somebody else thinks. You see why are you thinking about what somebody else thinks? He's not even, healthy provider energy men's not even thinking like that. So you're going to have to heal this wound, because when you start attracting healthy provider energy men, it's going to get overwhelming, because he's going to want to do everything for you. He's going to want you to lean on him. And if you don't feel safe to do that, if you're going to have your guards up to do that, you're going to miss out on a good man, because he's going to find somebody else to do that for. So you're going to have to lean into that and let that man rise to his masculine energy. They like that. They like the feeling of providing for women, of being the one that you call when you need help. They like that. That brings them closer to you. That makes them feel like you like them. Healthy provider energy men, that's how you show that you like them. When you call them and ask them to show up in an area of your life that's going to make them feel like and look like the hero. They like that. So when you're dating, when you're courting, in the courting stages, it's a part of the process that he spend money on you on the dates. Okay? You don't have to physically ask for money the first time you meet him. I do. I have. But I know my worth, and I feel comfortable with that. Like, I'm cut different. I'm cut from another cloth. Like, I'm just different. And it doesn't matter how you look. It's people who, as soon as I started talking about relationships, here go people. And ladies, if you're seeing a man up under women's comments that talks about relationships, and they're being negative towards her, those aren't the men we're talking about. We're not talking about those men. Okay? We're not talking about those men. Healthy provider energy men understands what we're saying. And even if they do disagree, they wouldn't be up under the comments. So I don't want y'all to look at the comments, because I be deleting them. Because I just don't want the energy. It's not that I'm trying to hide nothing. I just don't want that energy. But if you ever see that on somebody else's page where men are disagreeing with a woman who's talking about relationships and in her divine feminine energy and about receiving from men, and he's being negative, like nasty, like mean, please don't look at him disagreeing with her and say those are the type of men. Like, no, we're not talking about those men. Okay? So ladies, listen, it's not about how you look, because ever since I started talking on these topics, men are talking about my looks. Let me tell you something. You don't know who I am in person. You have not been in my energy. All right? Okay. I compel men to do some strange things for me. Okay? All right? You have never been in my energy. You don't know how I look. You just see me sitting down, just looking like this. Let me tell you something. I'm really that girl. All right? I've been doing this for a very long time. I don't even have to touch you. I have men loving, kissing the ground I walk on, and I don't sleep with no one. All right? So it's not about your looks, ladies. It's about your energy. It's about your worth. It's about what you're only open for. All right? So don't let nobody tell you that, that you got too many kids, or you too old, or you too big. Listen here. Don't listen to that. All right? Because any man that come in my energy, I bet you, just know it's not what you think. This is you're looking at me through a camera, and that's fine. All right? That's fine. Okay? Okay? Because I know how to get what I want. And I don't have to do anything for it. I promise you that. All right? So, what I'm telling you is true. All right, ladies? So, forgot what I said, but dating is expensive. Men understand that money is a main priority. Okay? Is a main priority in relationships. All right? So, no one is telling you to ask for him for money in the beginning if you don't feel comfortable. So, let's release that. Let's release the urgency of like, let's release it, because that man ain't even on that. Just enjoy being, enjoy being taken out. All right? So, like I said, that's an inner wound around receiving, around being judged, around being misunderstood, and everything like that. The only thing that needs to be in your mind is, wow, he wants to take care of me. He must want to take care of me. That's the first thing I say in my mind when men come in my energy, honey. Oh, he trying to talk to me. He must trying to take care of me, trying to provide for me. I assume that. Like, I assume that. That's because that's my reality. Okay? All right. So, the next thing is, when it comes to healthy provider energy men, you don't have to ask them for money. It's bare minimum. Okay? A healthy provider energy man, he's gonna ask you, do you need anything? Like, that's just comes, that's off rip. Like healthy provider masculine men as the basics. Healthy men, right? Provider energy men. The basics, he's gonna, before he hang up the phone with you, before you get out of the car, he dropped you off, he's gonna ask you, let me know if you need anything. Just hit me up if you need anything. That's the basics. So you don't really have to ask. Okay? You don't have to be pressured to ask, because a man that's in his masculine, he's gonna offer. He's gonna tell you, let me know what you need. Just hit me up if you need anything. Okay? So that's that. So let's talk about, when is it an appropriate time to ask for financial support? When is it an appropriate time to ask for financial support? Number one, when it comes to healthy provider energy men, there is no time limit. If you need something, if you are in need, just ask. Okay? Girl, you gonna make his day. Okay? Just ask. You gonna make his day. He's gonna feel like you like him so much, because you ain't go to nobody else like, oh, she came to me with this problem. Oh, you want a man to rise up to his masculine energy? Present a problem to him, because he wants to be your hero. Okay? He wants to be your hero. All right. Okay? That's the first one. There is no time limit with healthy provider energy men. Healthy masculine provider energy men, you can ask the first day. Like if you need it, okay? If you need it, he's going to help you. Okay? There's no time limit. They want to, if he's courting you, he's in your energy, and he's a provider, like he's doing that for a reason. He's around you, he's in your energy for a reason. He wants you to place him somewhere in your life that he can be useful. I promise you. I promise you. All right? The next thing that is appropriate time, now we finna get ghetto. The next thing that's appropriate time to ask for money, okay? Hello, everyone. I see y'all. You know, I have to stay focused, but hello. Okay, so I'm going to stay focused, because y'all be distracting me. All right. So we finna get a little hood. The next thing you need to understand, when it's the appropriate time to ask his butt for some money, if y'all are Netflixing and chilling in your house. Girl, I don't want him to think that I want him for no money. I don't want him to think I'm a gold digger, and all he do is come to your house bringing a bottle and some reefer. You have grounds to ask for some financial support. If he's in your house, chilling all the time in your house, and y'all Netflixing and chilling, he laying up, y'all smoking, getting high, you know what I'm saying? You have grounds to ask him for some money. The next one is if y'all are sleeping together. You have more than right to ask him for some financial support. If he does not rise to your concern, then stop sleeping with him. He don't like you like that. Healthy provider energy men are not going to sit around and let you struggle. You're not going to come to him with a concern that's urgent, and he's not going to provide it. It's no way. It's no freaking way. And if you sleeping with him and he does not rise to what it is that you are coming to him with, if he doesn't find a solution, he doesn't like you, stop sleeping with him. In order for you to start attracting healthier men in your life, you have to stop dealing with the men that does not want to provide for you, that don't really like you like that, that doesn't really care, that's not in his masculine energy. You can't have both, okay? You're going to have to release one energy in order to call in the next energy. The next thing is if he's very active in your life. Now, this can be just a homeboy that just stops by and say hello, and you tell him your problems. He tell you about his girlfriend, and like that's just your homeboy and things like that. I want you ladies to start asking the men that's in your life for some financial support. Okay? If he is active in your life, he can even be just a friend, just a homeboy or whatever. He tell you all about his girlfriend and the hoes he fucking, excuse me, about the girls he's sleeping with. And, you know, you giving him advice. Girl, ask him for some financial support. Listen, we're not giving up just free energy. Ladies, you give too much energy, too much cosmic energy. Men love to be in your energy. They love that feminine energy, baby. They love it. It does something to them. You are more than right to ask for some financial support. Okay? And if he does not, and he's the one who's going to give it to you. If he your homeboy and he telling you about his girlfriend and what he going through, and like y'all like have a relationship like that, he gonna help you, girl. He gonna help you. Start receiving from these men that's in your life. Just start doing it. Okay? Just start doing it. Don't let nobody be around your energy and they're not contributing. I'm sorry. We can't do that no more. That's your homeboy. Give him a financial duty. You need something needs to be done financially. Start getting provided for, all right? Let these men know, like, you gotta, okay? The next one is if you have went on multiple dates with this guy and y'all been talking on the phone for hours. So y'all are in the dating stage. Y'all might end up together or whatever. Y'all learning each other. Y'all done went on multiple dates and y'all be talking on the phone for hours. You have grounds to start asking to ask him for financial support. Why? Because you have to test his willingness. Okay? He seems like a good candidate, all right? But he hasn't gave you no money yet. He hasn't fully asked you what do you need, right? You haven't asked him for no money. He hasn't offered anything, but he just taking you out on dates. Y'all haven't, y'all feel good in front of each other's presence, right? He like your energy, you like his, y'all talk on the phone all the time, but y'all just hasn't gotten to that level where he actually gave you money or whatever. You're going to have to test his willingness, all right? And this is the great time to start testing if he will rise to your concerns, all right? Okay, ladies, if you want to start being provided for, if you want to meet your provider, I have a how to make men want to provide, a $20 training that's going to teach you exactly what to say step by step to have him rise to his masculine energy, and he's going to pay your bills. He's going to give you money. Like, I use this strategy. I have got thousands of dollars from men. I done had my rent paid up for 12 months full. I done had men give me dang near $10,000 only seeing this man 3 times. I done had men give me thousands of dollars without ever meeting them. All right. And the juicy part is I'm also going to teach you how to be provided for from these men without having to give up anything in return, because I never slept with any of those men. I'm still celibate 5 years, and I'm in a whole relationship and still celibate, being completely provided for. I don't do anything. I'm completely provided for. Okay? All right? So I teach you how to ask. I give you step-by-step prompt, exactly how to say it, in what order, that's going to make him say, all right, how much do you need? It's going to work. It's absolutely going to work. I already tested it with someone else, and they was like, if a woman came to me and said exactly what you said, I will help her in any way I could. So it absolutely works. It's going to work, okay? And on top of that, as a bonus, I'm going to teach you how to receive all of this money, all right? And you never have to do anything in return, all right? It's only $20 for the training, okay? And it's going to shift everything. It's intended to use immediately. Soon as you cut the video off, you can go do exactly what I told you to do, and you'll have all of your bills paid that same day. All right? So, ladies, If you like this video, please like it. Also share it to any other the ladies who needs to hear this. Also, ladies, if you have any questions around men providing for you, like if you have any inner questions, leave it in the comment section. I would love to answer that for you. I would love to help you move through this, right? Or I will just make a video on it. Okay, ladies, thank you for watching. Also, please like the video, share the video, and I'll see you in the next one.